you have a Fortuner but don't know where to start and you want to get out there and have adventure, well, this episode is for you. In this episode, we cover what you can do to add protection to your Fortuner and without breaking the bank. Welcome to another episode of the Taaibos 4x4 YouTube channel. So stay tuned. In this episode, we will show you guys the rock sliders, the front bumper and the roof rack, and what else you can add to your Fortuner to make it adventure ready. So let's get straight into it. Let's start off with the front bumper from Taaibos. Now, for those who do own Fortuners, you would know that unfortunately the Fortuner stock bumper just doesn't cut it when it comes to really rugged terrain, 4x4 tracks, or just extra protection. So if you're looking at replacing the stock bumper, whether it's just for extra protection, whether it is doing rugged terrain, 4x4 tracks, or just overlanding, this is the bumper for you. So if we do have a look at the bumper, there's a couple of different options that one can look at. Now, one of the options is, let's start off with the designing of the bumper. Now, the designing of the bumper, we've got this specific section right here that also adds in not only extra protection, but you can add spotlights onto the top, or you can opt in for the option with the Hella Black Magic LED light bar, which is a very good quality light bar that's added into the specific section right here. If you do not want to have the spotlights fitted onto the top of this specific bar. Now, this bar can also be removed if you do not want this bar, so that is option. The second design option is that we do have this honeycomb insert into the bumper. Now, the honeycomb insert into the bumper does come in black, red and in gray or silver, and these just obviously also add in extra ventilation, but also it just really looks good. And for the aesthetics of the bumper, I also like the black personally, but the gray and the red looks really good. Then let's move on to the second point of the front bumper, which is the actual structure of the bumper and what the bumper is made from. In terms of the actual structure of the bumper, the outer shell of the bumper is made with a 3mm mild steel, and the inside of the bumper, when we look at the winch cradle or the winch bracket for say, where the winch is installed of, is all created from a 5mm, which is quite sturdy, to be honest with you. And the bumper does come with the winch cradle already installed or already added when you purchase the bumper, so that's not an additional cost that you would have to go out and get, etc. So that is part of the package when you decide to go with a front bumper. If we have a look at the recovery points, so the recovery points on the bumper, it's actually built into the chassis, from the bumper side into the chassis, so it is not mounted to the bumper, but actually to the chassis how it should be, and those brackets are 10mm. So you can be rest assured that when you do recoveries, that you can do recoveries from those specific recovery points, which obviously we all know that Toyota doesn't need recovery, but let's leave that there. Then if we do have a look at the overall designing of the bumper, it really does give you the slim fit. It fits right into the stock grille right here, all the way designed onto the LED light or the headlights of the vehicle, which really does give you that modern aesthetic look. So you don't sit with this bulky bumper that's going to give you issues from not only an aesthetic standpoint, but when you do rock climbing or rugged terrain or 4x4ing, then at least you know that the bumper is quite tucked into the vehicle. Then another important point to mention whilst we were on the recovery points is that if you do have a winch and you're troubled about the winch, and I will share with you guys shortly on that, is that we do have the brackets to install the number plate like this. So if you want to use the winch, you can just purely flip up your number plate and your winch is stuck in right there, which makes it really convenient. You're not going to lose your number plate, you don't have to remove it, it's literally just fitted there. And this also really assists when you're out there and you're stuck, etc. You don't want to have the stress of first removing the number plate, etc. and stuff like that. So I'd really consider adding this bracket if you have a winch. At the bottom of the vehicle, we have our Taaibos 4x4 Bashplate, designed from a 3mm mild steel and gives you more than enough protection for you to get out there and have adventure. Move on to our next point, which is our rock sliders. Now, for anyone doing serious 4x4 or overlanding, or really want to get into serious adventures, you would know that rock sliders, or just at least protection from the side of your vehicle, is an absolute must. So the rock sliders themselves is designed from a 3mm mild steel as well, so really rugged, really strong. And then the brackets itself is actually from a 5mm mild steel design, so meaning that the bracket itself are not only made from 5mm, but they are actually bolted straight onto the chassis of the vehicle. Now, for those who are not familiar with rock sliders, even if you just want to get them for aesthetic purposes, it just really also just creates a whole different look of your vehicle. But a rock slider should actually be fitted straight to the chassis and not to the body of the vehicle. The reason for this is that not only does it give more protection too, but secondly, it also creates that the vehicle itself can actually slide off of any obstacle that it finds itself, and it won't hurt the body because it is mounted onto the chassis. So if you're looking for a solid set of rock sliders, they price for 7,500 Rand. And for me personally, for that price point, it absolutely does make sense to protect my vehicle. So if you've gone out there, you've done a 4x4 trip, or you've done a 4x4 track and you've hurt your plastic plastic side steps, which most refer to as rock sliders, get in touch with us. We'll send you a quote and let's get these bad boys fitted to your vehicle. To our roof rack. Now, the roof rack itself not only just looks absolutely good, but is designed with a purpose. So the front of the roof rack is made specifically and designed to take away most of that wind resistance, because let's be honest, most of the roof racks in the market are not really wind resistant, and either you hear it from inside of the car, or you can feel it, or you see it in your fuel consumption. So what Taaibos has done is try to specifically design the front nose of the front of the roof rack so that it can ensure that you do not have so much wind resistance. Moving on to why you should get one of these ones. Let's be honest, the Fortuners, although they are great vehicles, it is an SUV. So you do not have a lot of space in the back of the vehicle to carry, whether it is wood, whether it is adding extra ammo crates or water tanks, etc. So that is where your roof rack comes into play. So on this roof rack, you can add a rooftop tent, water tanks, wood, you can add high lift jacks, max tracks. I mean, the list is endless. So whatever you want to add onto this roof rack, I would recommend having a look on our website, and you can also see some examples there. But whatever you want to add onto this roof rack, you can basically do that. So it's also compatible with the front runner accessories and most of the accessories in the market itself. You know, me personally, I run on my roof rack, I run a gas bottle, I've got a water tank, sometimes I run wood. Obviously I do have a Hilux, so that changes a bit, but I can't really use the back of my Hilux because it's utilized for other purposes. So a roof rack on a vehicle just is an absolute game changer as well. So they also go for 7,500 Rand, which for a roof rack I think is absolutely nothing, especially considering the low profile of the roof rack and how much you can do with it. It is just, like I said, the list is endless. If you have any questions regarding the roof rack or questions on the roof rack, pop it in the comment section down below and we will get back to you. Now guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. We have exciting developments coming onto the roof rack as well in the near future, so stay tuned for that. Let's just say it's got something to do with lights in the front of the roof rack, so stay tuned for that design. I think that's going to be a game changer as well. And then on this specific Fortuner, we are also in the process of designing a rear bumper. So if that's something you're looking at, also let us know in the comments down below. And if it's really something that you guys want to take full as a package, or if you've got any questions or concerns or recommendations, we are here to listen to you guys. So please put it in the comment section down below. And remember guys, the adventure starts with you. So hit that like button, subscribe, comment. Your support on the channel really helps a lot, and we'll catch you on the next build.